Hello, grandkids. It's Mema for Stories with Mema. So today we have a book called Where the Wild Things Are. This was requested by one of you moms out there. And I thought, yes, I know this story. We definitely need to read Where the Wild Things Are. And the story and the pictures are by Maurice Sendak. Look at those creatures. Aren't they fun? They are such fun creatures. Okay, are you ready for this? The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind, and another. Uh-oh, he's chasing the dog, isn't he? His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day. Where's he going? And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. Look at that wild thing. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, "Be still," and turned them with a magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. He's leading all the wild things, isn't he? Oh, goodness, look at the wild rumpus starting. It looks like they're dancing and making a bunch of noise. Oh, and they're hanging on the tree branches. They're just being wild, aren't they? And they're just moving all over the place. Goodness sakes, they are being quite wild. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely, and he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. They're all sleeping now, huh? But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. He wanted to be with someone he loved, and sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night and in his very own room where he found his supper waiting for him. Aw, I guess he got supper, didn't he? And it was still hot. So he was very loved, wasn't he? All right, usually at the end of our story, I sing my song to you and I will tell you to read you later. However, this time I'm going to read to you a poem out of this book. It's called Lessons from Our Animal Friends. This was just mailed to Mema. And this book is very special because the pictures are illustrated by a girl who Mema knew when she was young. Her name is Stephanie King. Doesn't she do such beautiful pictures? The author of this book is Josephine Nickel. And Josephine Nickel wrote the most beautiful poems in here. And my friend Stephanie, who used to come to my house all the time and ride horses, she drew the lovely pictures. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? And they're poems. So I'm going to read a poem to you. This is Sammy Learns to Be Kind. Look at that beautiful picture. I wonder who Sammy is. Are you ready for this? There was once a stray little kitty who said, "I've no friends. What a pity. It may be because I spray without cause the cats who come here from the city." He called himself Samuel Skunk. He felt like a boat that was sunk. He wished he were changed, his life rearranged. He wept in his throat was a lump. I've been a mean boy, it is true. I need someone to help me get through. Then along came a lamb and told little Sam, God's love will make your life new. Now Sam was a new, different boy. He will not be mean nor annoy. He has many friends. It seems there's no end. His life's overflowing with joy. Sammy learns to be kind. Isn't that lovely? So he learns to be kind, huh? Yes, I'm going to read a poem out of this book at the end of our story time. They're so sweet, and I think they're wonderful lessons to learn too. All right, grandkids. Mima loves you. I love you. A bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck. Oh, I'll read you later.